How are you doing? Bill DeWeese here from voice-over-training.org. And I get a lot of email from a lot of folks who are either interested in recording voiceovers for a living or who have been pursuing a voiceover career, but perhaps not at the level that they would like. And a large number, I would say the vast majority of those emails come from people who I would consider to be middle-aged. Now, as I get older, my definition of middle age gets gets a little bit older and older. But let's say, for the purposes of our conversation, people between the ages of, let's say, 35 and 65. Some could argue that I'm pushing it, calling 65 middle age. But, hey, we're living longer, right? So I would say the bulk of the emails I get are from that particular demographic. And I want to assure you that you are not too old to record voiceovers. As a matter of fact, you are in a great place to record voiceovers. And the title of this video is 3 Reasons You Are Not Too Old to Record Voiceovers. The first reason is simply this: the baby boomer generation, of which I am right at the tail end of being, well, actually, as of tomorrow, I'll be 53 years old. And so here in my early to mid 50s, I'm at the very end of the tail end of the largest demographic in the United States. And if you're in my particular age group, you understand what that was like when you were a kid trying to get a job because everybody else and their brother was out looking for a job within your age group, and you were competing against maybe 100 or two other 100 kids for just simple fast food and grocery store type of jobs. There are a lot of us out there, and what that means is there's a lot of energy spent in marketing as well as in training this particular demographic in the workplace. Because of the advances in healthcare, we are living longer. We are living longer, and we are more affluent than any generation prior to us. And or at least for the time being. It may be questionable going forward with the economy and all. But the point is, there's a lot of disposable income within that demographic, within people who are within our age group. Again, if you are middle age ish, meaning there's a lot of money put into marketing, which translates into commercials, which translates into voiceovers for you and I, or which translates into training in the workplace for you and I. So if you find yourself downsized or upsized or cut out of a job, however you want to phrase it to make yourself feel good about it, it doesn't feel good, because I know that was me 6 years ago. You wonder, am I too old to begin this voiceover career? And my answer to you is no, because number one, again, because the baby boomer demographic is the largest in the United States, which presents many opportunities in recording voiceovers. Number two, because of your age, it's actually a great asset. You are a storyteller and probably don't even realize it. You have spent probably a large portion of your life sharing stories with your kids or maybe even your grandkids, or in communicating in the workplace. When you're writing a memo, you are in essence telling a story. You know how, in most cases, especially those within my generation, we know and we're taught in school how to read aloud. And that is a skill set that you bring to the table that many people cannot. And then the third reason you are not too old to record voiceovers is that you have background and experience that allow you not just to speak into a microphone, but to communicate with an audience. As I was preparing to record this video, I was thinking about the great Morgan Freeman. And if there is a poster child for people who can be successful in recording voiceovers at an older age, it would be Morgan Freeman. Now, granted, he's an A-lister as an actor, but you would say, well, that makes him a shoo-in for recording voiceovers. But the reason he is such a great actor is because he is a great communicator. He has used his background, his experience, his wisdom to allow him to communicate to people. And he understands how to do that, not just meaning, but also emotion and the nuances that go with communication. And that's what a great voiceover talent or a great voice actor does. And he will be if my math is right, he'll be 75 on June the 1st, which is 2 days from the day that I'm recording this. And so if you think you're too old to record voiceovers, think again. Your background, your experience, your wisdom allow you to bring an understanding to the microphone that people who are younger than you may not bring. And it's called communication. As voiceover talent, we don't just talk, we communicate, we connect with the people on the other side of the voiceover or on the other side of the microphone. So there are 3 good, solid reasons why you are not too old to begin a voiceover career or to revive a voiceover career. And, if you're thinking of heading in that direction or you've tried and things have just kind of stalled out for you and you think you're ready to give it another shot, let me encourage you to visit my website, which is voice-over-training.org. I have a free 25-minute audio program you can download called 7 Steps to a Six-Figure Voiceover Income. 6 years ago, I was downsized from my corporate job, and within 12 months, I was generating a six-figure income, which, by the way, has continued to grow consistently over the past 6 years. I have taken the steps that I use, the principles that I've learned along the way, and I've condensed them into a powerful 25-minute free audio program you can download, you can listen to it. It certainly will inspire and motivate you, but more importantly, it will give you information and equip you to go and do likewise. So I encourage you again to visit voice-over-training.org. All the best, and I'll talk to you soon.